Hello, Jacek from Prodio here. In this video, I would like to show you some basics about our program, how to create your first product, how to plan your first order, and well, just how everything works in Prodio. So, first thing that you have to do is go to the shop floor views. And here you can see that I have two shop floor views. First is the default one, second one is just some example, and now how it works like. So shop floor views are basically the same thing as production schedule. So the thing that your worker is gonna see on their computer. This is how the manager view looks like, and production schedule is just the part that is for your workers. They can just clock in and out there and check information about the orders. So for example, if you have, let's say, two buildings, then you may split production on the two shop floor views, and you can do it here. Here you can create new shop floor view, add name, login and passwords, and some additional functions, and then save it. And here you have quick tutorial how to open the shop floor view and how to open both shop floor view and manager's view on the same device. So second thing that you should look at is workers. And in this tab, you can just check all your workers. You can generate barcodes and QR codes for them so that they can clock in with barcodes or QR codes or RFID tags instead of PIN code, which we recommend because it's faster. And so here you can see just some basic information that you've added. And here you can add a new worker. There are mandatory fields like full name and PIN, and the rest is not obligatory. You can add it if you want to, like photo, additional information, or phone. Well, you can add, for example, photo. It will be easier for you to find it when you want to call your workers and you don't remember their phone. You can just check it in Prodio if you added their phone here. Okay, so when you have shop floor views, you have workers, then you can add users. And users are, well, in Prodio, we divide workers into workers and users, and workers are the production workers that are working on the production. They are clocking in into manufacturing tasks, they are working on them, finishing them, all of it. And users are people with some kind of more advanced access to Prodio, to the system. Like, for example, they can add orders, they can add products, they can modify some things, all of it. So if you have, let's say, manager or salesman, you can create user accounts for them. And you can do it in this tab by clicking here. And here you can add user, and here you can choose the account type, because you can choose between many account types with different kind of accesses to some options in Prodio. You can check all of the account types and permissions that they have by clicking here. Okay, so next thing is machines. In Prodio, machines and operations are basically just processes that the product have to go through to be finished. So, for example, if the process is that first product is cutted, then folded, painted, and then there's quality control, you add all of these processes here. You can also name it not by type of operation, but by machines, like machine A, B, C, etc. You can add machines here, and well, you can choose the shop floor view. So here you can choose the shop floor view that you've created before, and the one that you choose, On the shop floor view, you're gonna see this machine or operation. Your workers could see this machine or operation on their shop floor view, like the default one or the example one that I showed you. You can also add name of the machine operation, if it's active, so if it will appear or no, and if it's end machine and or no. And this is a really important option because you have to add an end machine if you want your orders to complete automatically. So end machine is the machine that's at the end of the process, that when someone finishes this operation or working on this machine, the whole process will be finished, the product is going to be ready. So it's, if your last operation is quality control, you should add quality control and choose that this is an end machine. Then you can add some notes that will show below the machine. You can, for example, maybe add some information about how to use this machine or just anything you want. And then we have advanced options like work hour price, currency shifts, hours per day, and set up hour cost. And well, here the most important option, but not mandatory, is work hour price. If you add this, then later you can check how much will it cost to produce some product by which will be calculated based on this work hour price. Now, how to create a product? You go to the products section, you click add product, and here you can add all the information needed for you and for your workers to finish the product. So you can add the name, like then you can choose product group, client, EN, size, additional names, and again additional notes to product that are visible or not for the shop floor, so for your production workers. You can also choose the price and add images and files. For example, you can add some information about how to program the machine that this product is going to be produced on, or maybe some additional information that your workers should know about. Also, you have additional fields. So, well, those are customizable. So you can add your own additional fields. If, for example, there are some parameters that appear every time that you are producing something, like, for example, here, I've added color in the material. You can add just what you need, and it will be shown here. Here you can input the information, like, for example, green, say wood, and then later you will be able to see all of these additional fields, and your workers also could see them at the shop floor view. Then there is technology, and here you can add those machines and operations that you've created at the beginning. So, for example, cutting, painting, and quality control. And yeah, so here just add all of the steps that this specific product have to go through to be finished. And then you can also add information about norm, like product per hour, norm in seconds, minutes, or in hours, so that later you would have more advanced data and analysis, like, for example, how much it costed to produce this product, productivity, and so on. Again, you can add some information that will show for the specific machine or operation, and also have option to choose if this is setting operation. So when you are first preparing machine for the work and then someone is working on it, or if it's operation independent on the number of pieces. So that if this like for example, your workers are not producing 10 elements of something, but there is just one big element that is produced and it takes a long time to finish it, then you may set this. This is the independent on the number of pieces, so that your workers could start on it, and when they finish, there will appear if this is finished or no. And if it's not finished, then they could still work on it and so on. You can also add tags, so it will be easier to filter everything at the production schedule and in the history for you. And here, or you can also choose the end machine. So here it will be quality control. And here you have those raw materials that you've created before. You can assign them here. Also, you can create a new one from this section. So, for example, I'm going to choose this raw material and this raw material. You can choose the number per product, for example, 3, 2. And here you can choose on which operations, machines, this raw material is going to be used. If you don't choose anything here, by default, it's going to be assigned to all of the machines or operations. So let's say it will be in cutting and it will be in painting. Okay, when you have all the information, you can click Save. And now here we can see our new created product. You have also option to duplicate the product if, for example, your products are similar but different every time. You can create a duplicate and then modify it so you don't have to create the product again from the scratch. Okay, when you have the product, you can go to orders, and here you can add the new order. You can assign it to some client, add your external order ID and due date, and you can choose the products that are in this order. So let's say it's going to be just this example video test and quantity of this product. So maybe 5, 4. Also, here you have summary of this order, and you have information about how much of this product you have in your inventory. Then here is the option I mentioned. If you want to check how much of the products that you've created you have at your inventory, you have to click here. And well, again, here you have even more information. Before you could add additional fields that are assigned to product, and here you can choose the ones that are assigned to this specific order. And again, files and images for this order. And now just click Save. And as you can see, here is the new order that we've created. And well, here you can see the status of the order, and you can see that this is new, which means that you can see it, information about it and all, but your workers can't until you schedule it. So to schedule an order, you have to click Schedule here. And now you can add even more specific information about specific machines or operations that are assigned to this order. Like, for example, plant start, you can change the plant stopped, and you can add tags, and you can also assign workers here so that later they could filter the orders at the production schedule by their name. You also have information here like estimated time, comments, and operation parameters, and you can also check if you choose the end machine. If everything is okay, you can save it. And now, as you can see, status has changed to planned, which means that your workers can see this order at the production schedule. Well, they can see it in this moment. So now how it looks like on the production schedule. So as I said before, production schedule is actually the same as shop floor views. So we had shop floor views and you can change it here. There are no machines at this shop floor view and all of them are here. Okay, so basically this is what your workers see. They can't edit anything here. They can click on the orders and they can see all the information that you assigned to this manufacturing task. So maybe here is the manufacturing task that we've added. And this is what they can see. They can see due date, they can see who created it, they can see information from the additional field that we added. For example, color green, material wood, and so on, and they can check the raw materials that are that they have to use to work on it, and they can also see the related tasks. Okay, so how it works like for your workers. When they come to work, first thing that they have to do is they have to clock in. They just click on the clock in, choose their name, their PIN, and they may add some comments and click on the clock in. They can also start working by using RFID tags or barcodes or QR codes. There are many options. The most recommended one is RFID tags because it's really fast. And then your workers can also pause their work, and when they finish, they just click clock out. So let's check if I can. Okay. So here you and your workers can see when Jim started, or when he came to work. Also, your worker is going to see announcements here. And okay, so let's say that Jim came to work and now he wants to start working on some manufacturing task. So he just clicks on it. He can see all the information and he just clicks on his name, enters PIN code, or uses RFID tags, barcodes, and so on. Start. And now you can see that Jim Halpert started working on this example video test at the operation cutting and at which hour. Then when he finishes, he again clicks on the manufacturing task and he can input the quantity he made. So let's say 2, again PIN code. He can add some comments like everything okay, and he can choose the quantity of the raw materials that he used. Well, it works automatically. So if you assign that he should use 3 of the raw materials at this operation, it will input automatically, but he can change it by himself. And he can also add some defective products if there were any. Now he can just stop. And here we can see that Jim Halpert was working on the example video test, cutting. He finished 3 elements, and you can see the time that it took him. Okay, what's more here, your workers can filter the manufacturing tasks by order, product group, plan, stop, and start, status, and also by the ones that are assigned to them. They just have to click on their name and apply filters. And if there are any, manufacturing task assigned to them, only those will show. Okay, so now all the data in the program that you can check later, like for example, work history and clock in and clock out history, productivity, and everything is automatically, all this data is automatically taken from this clock in and clock out of the workers. So if your workers clock in, clock out, then it is shown here. In work history, you can check the task number, you can check the client, product group. So basically, yeah, here you can check all clock in and outs of your workers at the manufacturing tasks. You can check for how long your worker was working on some product, how long without pauses he was working, his efficiency, pauses when he started working on that, when he stopped, and even more information about it. And when you click on it, you have also information about costs. If you've added information I said before, then the costs will be shown here. Also, you have planned cost and completed cost. You can edit some information about work time. You have information about the raw materials used. You have all the work history on this manufacturing task, and also information about inventory releases of this and inventory receipts. But okay, how it looks like in the orders. As you can see, now here, status is in production, which means that someone was already working on that. And if you click on this order, you can see all the manufacturing tasks that are assigned to it. So here is the cutting that our worker was working on. You can see that he produced 3 elements at this point. You can check the work time, you can check machine cost, and if you click on it, you can see when he started, finished. So when you click on the order, you can access information that you have also in the work history, but that is specific for this order. Again, here you can edit some information about this manufacturing task that is assigned to the order. For example, you can change quantity, plan, stop, start, and you can also check the consumption of the raw materials, pauses, and go back to the whole order. Here is summary of the raw materials, but for the whole order, not just for this one manufacturing task that I showed you before. And again, the summary for this order. If one of these tasks is going to be finished, you can see it here. Also, when someone finishes working on the quality control, so the end machine, let's say he finished one product, you can see here that there is 1 out of 4 products finished, how much of them are released. And here in the preview, you can see all the information that you've added to this order, both that your workers can see and that are hidden from the production. If you added any nodes or images or files, everything will be here. Then you can edit information about the whole order, like the additional product files, order files. You can change the number of the raw materials used, and you have work history for the whole order. And again, releases, received, and activity. Here you can just basically have a conversation or leave some information about the product that's gonna be in the Prodio. So, for example, if there were some changes about this order, uh, you can type all of the information needed here, so that later when you access it, you can see all, everything. Everything will be in the program. Okay, so this is how the orders tab looks like. Then we have manufacturing tasks. So here you can see just the list of the manufacturing tasks that I showed you. Well, before I showed you that you have this manufacturing task in every orders, and here you just have all the manufacturing tasks in the list. And for sure you can filter them by status, task number, order ID, client, just what do you need. All the information is here. The production schedule, work history I showed you, and also we have clock in and out history, so that you can check, for example, a summary of how much time at work your workers spent. You can check the clock in and clock out of your workers. Everything about the work time and clock in and clock out is automatically, as I said, is automatically taken from the clock in and out of your workers, and you have easy access to all this information. Also about productivity of your workers. Then work pauses registration. Here you just can check the pauses of your workers and also filter them for sure. And you also have the days off calendar, where you can add days off when your workers are not going to work, so that you know when someone is on holidays or just I don't know, he's spending his day with his lovely dog. I don't know. You have all of the information here. Then we have work card, where you can check information about some specific worker in the monthly view. So you can check when he started to work, when he finished, how long he was at work, and productivity, etc., etc., for the specific worker in the specific month. And then we have monthly summary, which sums up some month, but for all your workers. So here it's easy to compare who was most productive, who spent it most time at work, how long he was working, everything. And then we have the calendar view. So again, everything about work history, clock in and outs, easy access to it. And then in Prodio, we have additional analysis, where you can check how your workers uh, were working when it comes to monthly summary and daily summary. I don't have much information here, so some things may be missing, but basically, basically you can just really quickly check informations like total work time, productivity, efficiency, pauses, and compare to workers or more. It's very easy, and as I said, all the data are automatically taken, and analysis are created based on them. Then we have also many settings in Prodio, which allow you to customize some functions for your needs. But I am not going to tell you about them in this video to not make it even longer. So I hope after watching this video, you know how to use Prodio, you know the basics, you know how to create machines operations, you know how to create your product, how to schedule an order, what your workers have to do at the production schedule, and you know how these functions may be useful for you so that you have all the information that are important for you in the program, and your workers have all the information that is important for them also in the program, and you don't have to use Excel to do all the calculations. Prodio is going to do it for you based on the information that you've input. So thank you for watching, and I hope see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye. That's all for now. Subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with the latest news and tech tips. Additionally, check out what else we've prepared for you.